Hey guys, welcome in. If you follow me regularly, you know I've been MIA for a little bit here. So I recently moved with my beautiful daughter to Sedona. And if you have not been here before, look it up. This place, it's not only beautiful, but there is heightened spiritual energies here that I haven't come across anywhere else. I've been a lot of places, but there's something very special about this place. So the work that I'm doing here, currently I'm working with a woman here, and we have started something called the Cosmic Christ Force. Why have we called it this? Because it really is cosmic, it's universal, this divine love. And so what we are doing is holding groups. We hold daily groups that you can attend. There's a $55 suggested donation, but whether you donate $5 or $555, it really doesn't matter, as long as you give your donation infused with the intention of gold. When you are giving it, that is what we ask. But these are daily circles, and what we do is you attend, Laura will open up circle, and then I will channel messages according to who has shown up. So we just ask for the highest and best of everyone that has come. And so if you know you came with an issue, more than likely that issue is going to be resolved during that time. And so what we do is we'll have a channeled message, whatever that happens to be. Then Alora will speak about something if there's something she needs to say, or maybe we need to do some kind of energy shifting or clearing. And then we open it up to you guys. Did anybody have something that they need to share with the group? Did this bring up something for someone and now they need help working through it? And so then we will help you work through it. As a group, we will do tapping. This is a very transformative group. You get many, many wonderful things out of it, because also the intention is, right, if you're showing up and we happen to have, 6, 8, 9 people that day, the intention is that group of people that showed up will have similar things that need to be resolved. So if we have 6 or 7 different topics that pop up, one of them will be very probably specifically for you, but yet the others will also apply, and so there will be healing that is done. So I have a link for that on my link tree. If I don't have my link tree linked up here, you can definitely go and find it on my website, therealhealinginstitute.com, under Cosmic Christ Force. And this is a way to sign up, and you can just pop into our circles, and it shows what times that we have, as we have kind of different times every day. The house that we're in here is getting some renovations done right now, so most of them are around 4 o'clock Arizona time. So different on the weekends. We do earlier. We do twice a day. So today we are going to be talking about our consciousness and how it really exists within everything. And it is the mind behind the universe. So when Jesus is on the desert and he's having his transformative experience, first of all, he began that he was getting baptized. So he goes down, he hears about these, dudes getting baptized. He's like, I need to go do that. And he goes in and he gets baptized. And when he came back up, he was literally stunned by what happened. And he ended up walking out into the desert after this fact, and this is where it came to him. He's out there for 40 days, which I know for myself, if you go on a spiritual journey and you're seriously dedicated to that time, he didn't have a cell phone, he didn't have any distractions, he's out there with sand and rocks. And so he was truly able to get into cohesion with the divine while he was there. And so when this burst of enlightenment came through, he began to realize these things. And I understand now his process, right? Because when I had this, first burst of enlightenment, I'm standing there, my brain's freaking illuminated, and I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. But then it doesn't end there. This goes on and on and on for days and days and days. And you keep having these amazing things come through. And the only thing that, takes it away is going back down and getting into these energies of other consciousnesses, and in dragging you back down into that old plane of existence that you were in before. But Jesus goes out and he realizes that it is the all-powerful mind that is the creative power behind all of creation, behind all of what you see. And so he at one point is able to see that these, let's say a rock is made up of these tiny little entities. He said what people would now deem cells. I guess it wouldn't be cells in the rock. I don't know what you'd call it. Let's say it's a person that he's seeing, and he's seeing these tiny cells. Now at this point back in the day, right, they didn't have microscopes. They didn't know about these things, but he's seeing them, and he's seeing how in the bodies of these living things that there's these that all of the parts are so harmoniously working together, like they know that they have a job and they're doing their job. And so as he's observing this, he is understanding that it is his mind, when imbued with conviction, that can actually change the structures of what he was seeing. So he understood that the power of mind at that moment impacts the visible matter that you see in your life. And it goes so much beyond that. It doesn't just impact the things that you're looking at. When imbued with strong conviction, and I mean total conviction, this is how he could go and heal people, right? Because he knew that they were meant to be healed and whole, and he knew all the things. He knew that there's supposed to be perfect nutrition, perfect health, perfect wellness, perfect provision, perfect well-being, all of the things. And that if this was not existent within an individual, it was because of their mind. Their mind had created this, and he knew this. And so because his mind is so pure and knew the truth, he knew that if he spoke words with conviction, that he could change what was actually existing there. He knew this on such a deep level. And he knew that what changed these things, that what could change them just instantly, was love, was that force of love, that there's truly nothing that is more powerful than it. Which is why I know I put out a video the other day, and I was really annoyed by it because I was listening to it and I'm like, come on, Michelle, get to the point here. And it was like I wasn't getting to the point, so I got rid of that video. Anyways, I was talking about a heartbreak on there and kind of the importance of it. So we're just going to sidestep here for a second and talk about that. So I during a circle time, this was what came through, was that heartbreak, especially associated with physical pain. If ever you've had heartbreak and there was actual pain that was involved with it, like physically in your chest, that this is actually tearing open the fabric of the universe. It's actually expanding it. So just imagine like the fabric of the universe is actual fabric. It's a blanket. It's like putting a tear in the blanket, just like when you work out, you get these tiny little micro tears in your muscles. This is what makes your muscles grow, because that space has to fill in. And so this heartbreak was actually something that would tear open the universe and expand it and make it bigger, which I don't know if you know, but if ever you've gone through heartbreak, it's done some wonderful things for you in the long run, as long as you actually attempted to heal it and didn't stay in your bitterness. Or resentment, because if you do that, you're filling in the tears of the universe with things that you probably don't want, like bitterness and resentment. But if you can heal it and you can understand the purpose behind it, then you can replace it with beautiful gold, and it's going to actually increase the universe, the beauty and the brilliance of the universe. So back to Jesus, he's out there and he's seeing how all of these things come together and how that they work. And so for example, you have your kidneys, and your kidneys have a very specific function, and all of the cells, all the tiny entities in your kidneys are performing exactly their duty, and they don't all of a sudden turn into your large intestines. They don't. They've got a very specific job. And so he saw that these entities work together, and that what holds them together was words. So words have a very specific frequency within them. And these words that you speak, so like suitcase, for example, because that's in front of me because I just moved, makes it what it is. The word suitcase makes it what it is. And this is just in the same way as a seed, like the tree of a seed knows what it is, and therefore when it's planted in the ground, covered up with the dirt and all the things, it begins to sprout, and it becomes what it is. Whether it's an oak tree or a maple tree or whatever it happens to be, it's going to become that thing because it knows what it is. Where do the roots come from? Where's the bark come from? Where's all this stuff come from? We can't explain this, but I can explain this. It comes from consciousness. It is consciousness made visible. It knows what it is, and therefore it becomes it. This is why people here on Earth, we are here to be just us, specifically us. And I know, I've experienced that, I've seen it, I've witnessed this, that when you are very yourself, people can feel uncomfortable about it. It makes them feel a certain way about people who are truly themselves. Somebody might be like, what a weirdo, what a whatever. And they're judging this thing that they do not have healed within themselves because they're seeing somebody, truly be who they are. So many people will wear a mask. They will lie to themselves and to other people about who it is that they truly are. They might want to say something, they might want to do something, and they will not say it and they will not do it because they think that it will not be acceptable. And this is holding back on the uniqueness of them, which is exactly what the world needs. So it would be like planting a maple seed and then being like, I don't think I want to be a maple seed. I kind of like birch. Maybe I'll be a bit of a birch. Maybe I'll be an oak today. And so we come across these people who really don't know who they are. And the reason that they don't know who they are is because they've covered themselves up. Because at some point they were damaged, they were hurt. Somebody led them to believe that it was unacceptable to be who they were. So this could have happened at a young age. Might have been 4 years old, and it was like, you didn't feel like you were welcome in the world, or whatever it happened to be. And for whatever reason, rather than seeing like, this is a parent issue, clearly my parents got an issue, and like, what did the 4-year-old do? Obviously nothing. Rather than that, see the truth of the situation, that we take it on, and then we think, I must not be acceptable. I need to change who I am. And therefore the seed that was planted is now unacceptable. And so then we could go our whole entire friggin' life not being who and what we are meant to be, because we think that our uniqueness, that there's something wrong with it. But if you go out and you look at all of the maple trees, go and try to find two exactly the same. You cannot do it. It does not exist. So that uniqueness, that part of you, it is meant to be this way. And there is meant to be oak trees and maple trees and birch trees and pine trees and all the different kinds of trees and bushes, all of the things, and they're not supposed to be the same. Could you imagine how boring this world would be if every single tree was just a pine tree and there was no variety? But yet people conform. And they believe, no, I need to be the pine tree because these people are the pine tree, and if I want to be accepted by the pine trees, then I got to be a pine tree. Well, no, dude, you don't got to be a pine tree. You got to be who you are, and then your trees are going to find you. That's how it works, if you let your light shine. But so many people cloud it over, and the only reason that we do this is fear. And because we feed the fear, not only do we create more of it, which fear equals hell, so we're creating hell for ourselves here. Not only do we feed it, but we believe in it. We put our faith in it. And because we believe in it and we put our faith in it, and we don't even doubt the fear, it comes to fruition. It happens because visible matter is created from consciousness. The exact same thing that you think, your thoughts, that energy, that is what your world is made out of. That's what it is created from. This is the fruits of your free will. Your thinking, your mind, is your free will. And this is the fruits of your free will that you become witness to when you believe in certain things. Now, if you were to just believe in the goodness, and only the goodness, it would be all that you would be witness to. But you might say, oh, I'm pretty positive and I this or that, but I bet you're not. I bet you're not. I bet that you think that you are, and I bet that you're actually not. Maybe your words, which this is wonderful, what a wonderful start, are very pure and that you only try to speak positive things, but how many fearful-based thoughts go through your head in a day? There's probably very, very many, and if you were to actually catch yourself, see, I thought I was doing really great, amazing. I go out one night and had this unbelievable experience, and what was happening was my thoughts were instantaneously being reflected back to me by a massive group of people, just mine. And so I was so thankful for this experience because I was seeing where my mind was not yet clean, and yet had you asked me earlier that day, I probably would have said, oh yeah, it's totally great, it's totally good, it's 100%, maybe it's 99%. Okay, well, let's say that it's 99%. How many thoughts do you have in a day? 15,000? So then you're having piles, even if it's only 90, if you're 99% purely amazing, wonderful, that 1%, when you have 15,000 thoughts in a day, is pretty significant. It's a pretty big chunk. It's pretty huge. And it is this that keeps you out of that state of enlightenment, that keeps you out of the pure bliss. I guess there's no other word for it than just bliss. Unity, harmony, oneness. It keeps you out of that bliss when it's not pure in this way. And yeah, we're humans, man. It's hard to hold on to this and obtain this and be with it all the time, but you'll never get there if you don't try. You'll never get there if you start. So, when you tell yourself oh, I should start doing these things, why are we telling ourselves that we should start doing something? It's because we know that there's something that good that is going to come out of it, right? But yet, if we're into sabotaging ourselves, or we might just say, oh, I'm too lazy to do it. No, there's something deeper behind it. If you're telling yourself you need to have a spiritual practice and you should start meditating and you should start doing all these things, why have you not yet done it? I will tell you. It is because either you don't believe that you're deserving or worthy of it. It's not part of your pattern, and so it just doesn't pop into your mind, and so the day escapes you and you're like, I forgot to do the thing. Or it's because you believe that you deserve to be punished in some way, and so then we self-sabotage. We don't do the things that we should do. Like, let's say that you got a drinking problem, which you probably don't, but let's say that you did, and you tell yourself, after a night of drinking, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore, I can't do that anymore, and then you continue to do it. It is self-punishment because you truly hate yourself. And you're punishing yourself for that bad behavior by doing more of that bad behavior. That is the punishment. You are insulting your spirit when you do this. So why do we tell ourselves, we need to do these things? Because we know, you're a divine being. You intuitively know what is best for you. And when you don't follow through and when you don't do these things, you're stuck in a state of consciousness that is not accelerating and moving forward, right? You will feel completely stagnant, like your life isn't going anywhere, like you live in the same day over and over and over, and you're just not getting it, and the things aren't changing. And this is all because you must love yourself better. And you're not loving yourself properly when you tell yourself that you should do something and then you don't do it. So you must love yourself better. But you will come up with all kinds of reasons why you don't. And you'll believe in them. You'll put your faith in them. You'll be like, I'm not really worthy. I'm not really deserving of this. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, it's for other people. Whatever it is that you'd say to yourself. Maybe I'll do it later down the road. Whatever you'd say. But as you're doing this to yourself, in this meantime, you are setting yourself up because there's a lag time between creation and existence, between creating something and it actually existing. Because of that lag time and that you're sitting in this, you are just creating more and more and more and more, and it is truly an endless cycle. Unless you pull yourself out of it and say, no more. Nope, today is changing. I know that I've needed to cut these people off for a long time, and I'm going to do that right now because maybe I'll come back to them in the future, but at this point, I need to preserve my energy. I need to love myself, and I just need to have a clean break, and I need to trust in the divine. Maybe you'll say, no, I have this habit, and that's it. I'm done in this second. I'm not waiting until tomorrow. I'm not waiting until later. I'm done right now in this second. I'm never touching it ever again. There will come a point when you will make a decision for yourself, and you will decide that enough is enough. And when you've made that decision, you have done this only because you draw your intelligence and that beautiful decision from the divine intelligence, because the divine wants every good and wonderful thing for you. It wants only love for you. And so anytime that you do something that is loving for yourself, you have drawn that power from the divine. You have got yourself that much closer to that thing that it is. And I know it's hard. I could cry right now just thinking about how hard it is to stop something, especially if you've been doing it forever. But that thing is just a coping mechanism for the real thing that's going on underneath you. If you need help with this, like I talked about at the start, you can join a circle, and it's very affordable, donation-based. And there can be great help that can come from this. If there's some type of something and you just can't seem to stop. I know I struggled with something for nearly freaking, 25, 30 years of my life. And when I finally freed myself of it, what a relief. It's like, I just got this one thing. If I could just heal this one thing, I'd be free. And then, some people will make excuses for the thing that they got. They'll say, I got an addictive personality. No, you don't, man. You got unhealed trauma. That's it. That's all you got. Because you don't need one thing. You don't need one vice. You could choose to just fill that thing with joy and happiness instead, like true fulfillment, true joy, true happiness. And you think that these behaviors or these things that you do are bringing you that. They're bringing you little moments of relief. But those little moments of relief come only from the divine. That's actually where it is coming from. You have, in that moment, let's say that you smoke cigarettes and you're like, I need the smoke. And then you have the smoke and then you feel that moment, relief. Even this is from the divine. So that feeling, you don't need to get it from the cigarette. It's just giving you a little test, a little taste. It's showing you this, but it comes from the divine, and so you can have it all the time. All of the time. All of the time. But as long as you believe in these habits or these things, then you will keep perpetuating these things in your life, and it will be not helpful to you. If you were to examine your life and see the beliefs that you hold within you, you can see that because of your consciousness, because how strong thoughts with conviction change the actual visible matter around you, you could see how that has dictated your life up until this point, until where you are. Let's say that you got a really nice house. Well, you believe that you got a really nice house and that you believe that you got these nice things. Let's say that you don't. Okay, well, you don't believe that you got a nice house, and you don't believe that you can maybe afford nice new things. And you might say, well, I can't, because look at the life, look at what I'm doing, look at the job that I have. It is all beliefs that are based underneath every single thing that you're experiencing. It's all beliefs, and they are playing out, and they become visible matter in your life, and that's what you're witness to. So, what a wonderful, beautiful thing it is that we can free ourselves from these beliefs that have not been helpful to us, and then we can shift them into something that will actually be helpful to us. So when you begin to believe that opportunities flow to you effortlessly and easily, and you use your words, because words hold frequency, and you use your words and you say these things out loud and you hold it with conviction, then it will be so. It is the only way that it can be. But you might say, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I still don't have this and I still don't have that. And if this is what is occurring, look what I just said. It's been 2 weeks and I still don't have this and I still don't have that. It is showing your lack of faith. Because you're now using your words, you're speaking these things out loud, and you're saying, this doesn't exist, but yet I thought I created it. Well, it is showing your doubt. It's showing you that you truly don't have the faith. Because if you did have it at 100%, it would be present. Now there's tests that go on, right? There's the lag time. So between creation and actual existence, so I've created this thing, but it doesn't actually exist yet. There is this lag time. And in that time, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to hold the light, keep the faith, keep the feeling. But if you want to drag back the old, sadness, despair, grief, anger, resentment, all the things, it's going to cloud over that, and you will not see that thing come to fruition. Because you have not truly believed in it. You have believed in the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing, and that is what you will be witness to. You will have fallen back into that old pattern. When Jesus came, he came with an entirely new message. Entirely new message. He was like, dudes, you're doing it wrong. You're believing in some punishing God. There's not some punishing God that's here to smite you and telling you, oh, this is bad. It's like, you do all these things to yourself. You do all these things to yourself. And because he couldn't explain electromagnetism at that time, and the people would not have got it. They'd be like, Electro, what are you talking about? So he's using nature as an example. And he's saying that what you speak about and what you think about, you're planting seeds. He's like, do you want to throw your seeds and scatter them on rocks? No. What's that going to do? They'll get some rain on them, they'll sprout up, and then they're going to wither and die. This is what happens when you are not rooted in your beliefs, when you don't have true understanding of the way that it works, or when you want a real quick fix and then you quickly give up. He's saying, well, but what happens when you plant seeds in good soil? Well, there's going to be wonderful things. You're going to plant it, it's going to sprout up, you're going to reap a harvest that you actually want to harvest. Like, but what happens if you plant it among the weeds? Okay, let's say that you are this, you are set on the path to, I want to expand and grow myself. And yet all the people that you surround yourself with are weeds. And they don't want this. What's going to happen? They're going to choke you out. He was giving examples of the way that you think and the things that you do and the actions that you take and how these things play out and come into fruition in your life. And because these are the only examples that he could give, was look around in nature, this is how he portrayed it to the people. And the people would say, yes, but doesn't God this or doesn't God that? And he's saying, dudes, there's no punishing God. God is in everything. It's in everything. It's in every cell of your body. It's in every tree that you see. It's literally in everything that exists. If you would only but believe in it, then you would see it. I know when I've had, deep healing sessions, that I will come out after I've healed something and everything looks more beautiful, like truly, visibly more beautiful. It's like, man, it looks like the trees are glowing. You can feel the energy coming off of things. Everything just looks so much more beautiful. Why? Because you're seeing what is truly there. And when there is healing that needs to be done, it is like clouds that are covering over the soul. You can't see the beauty that's just trying to shine through. You can see, that there's a light behind there. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, that's very pretty. But when the clouds clear away, then you can see the truth. And so when you get rid of all of these things, the anger, the resentment, all of the sadness, what do you talk about in a day? What do you ruminate about? What do you complain about? What do you criticize? What do you say, oh, poor me? All of these things are clouds. And all of these things keep you from that perfect light, from that burst, that moment that you're like, oh man, I got it. My life has changed. It will never go back. It will never be the same as it was before. And this is what we're here to do. This is what we're here to strive for. Because as we do this, then the 100th monkey takes over. And the 100th monkey is that experiment, right? This is a true experiment. They had these Japanese snow monkeys, and they're on an island, and one day he's washing his sweet potato. He's washing the sand off his sweet potato. He's like, oh, delicious. I can eat my potato without any sand in my mouth. What a wonderful thing. And so then the next day he teaches a monkey. And so this other monkey, he's washing his potato now. And every day that these scientists would come back, they would observe, and they would see that, one more monkey. Okay, no, we got one more monkey. Now at some point, they return, and they see, dude, overnight, every single monkey here is washing their freaking sweet potatoes. And you might think like, wow, what an amazing and wonderful thing. But it gets so much better than that. Because these monkeys were on this island, and there's these other monkeys over here on this island, and those other monkeys on that other island started doing it on the exact same day. This is collective consciousness. So this is what we are striving for, because once we get to that point where everybody's got the light, then it switches, and then we are in heaven on earth, my darlings. This is what we're here for, my dear. This is why we're here. So whatever it is, whatever the clouds are that has been clouding over that connection that you have with the divine, figure it out. Meditate on it. Sit there. What is it? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to start doing? Just answer those 2 questions and then do it. And do it out of love. And when you need help and when you need guidance, ask. Ask the divine. Hey, dude, I need help with this. I can't do this on my own. I've tried. I've been trying for this long and I just can't seem to figure it out. Ask for guidance. You'll be pointed in the right direction. Or come and join our circle. We can help you. We understand these things. And everyone that comes to the group, you get the collective energy of the group, and there is amazing things that happen in this group. It is amazing. But what you need to do is love. That's it. It's the only thing you need to do while you're here. It's the only thing. This is why it's the only thing any of us want. This is why it is so painful when it is taken away or when we don't have it. This is why. Because it is the only thing that truly exists, and everything else is introduced by the mind. And because we believe in those things, we're witness to them, we experience them, we see them. If we would only but believe in the love and the blessings and the gifts from the divine, then we can welcome those things into our life. This is what I have for you guys here today. So if you guys come to Sedona, these circles are mostly through Zoom, but we have them a couple times currently right now, a couple times a week here live in Sedona. So if you happen to come to Sedona, hit me up and come and join a circle and we can meet in person. What a wonderful thing. And if you want to join one of our Zoom circles, you can do that. You don't have to go on camera if you don't want to. You don't even have to have your name. You can just come and sign up, and you can pop into a circle and come and check it out. But we would love it if you did show up on camera and if you did talk and want to participate, because this is what we're here for. We're here to have togetherness and to have community and to come together with like-minded people who just want the goodness and are working towards creating the change here on earth. We're creating an era of peace and love, and it's our every loving thought that is a transforming influence on this planet. And this is the work that we are doing. I love you guys. Thank you for all of you who tune in all the time, and for all your support and for all your comments and your likes and your shares. I see you guys share my videos. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Everybody take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.